How's it going? What's up, Catalyst? Is the music loud enough? Sometimes I go back and listen and I don't think it's loud enough. It's loud in here, but it seems like when it gets on the thing, it isn't loud enough. I don't know. Let me move the speaker over here. That may be better, I don't know. It's good, okay. Catalyst, all right, man. Yep. Everybody's live now. Ben Hur's live. 2112 is live. So I'm just going to go ahead and go live, you know. I got to check the tubes in this. It's clear and it's loud. Bootlegger, what's up? If it's too loud, I'll turn it down. See, I can't tell. Yeah. I don't know, you know. I was trying to stay off whenever they were live, but they're on there every night now, so shit on it, you know. Sorry for my language, you know. I had a hard day with people today, you know. Talk normal. Normal. I'm right here by, see, I can get right on top of the microphone, you know.
Acrobat's got it. Click to start free trial.
What's up, Dill Hole? Dill Hole. This shouldn't be drowning me out. Hello. Yeah, see. What's up, Dave and Bangor, Maine? Dave and Bangor. Hey, Dave, when y'all gonna get rid of that governor up there, you know? Yeah. What's up with that governor up there? They booed the hell out of her the other day. I don't care, you know, I don't live up there, you know. I don't care if they turn everybody into a transvestite, you know, I don't give a shit. That's up to them, man. You know. When I got high one time, long time ago, I thought about jumping on one of them, you know, it looked pretty good till I found out what they were. I didn't know anything about that kind of stuff, you know, when I was younger. Then I found out, you know. I didn't want nothing to do with that. Let's see. Just got a T-Berry Stalker double X for $50. Okay. I had a T-Berry Stalker, I think XV. I don't know what it, you know, what you know. But that's a good deal. Let me turn this camera on here and get it going. Hey, Sid Vic. How's it going, man? Yeah, two of these tubes were bouncing all around in here. This is the receiver. Transmitter worked great, but this we gotta check this. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. All you gotta do is bump that cord, you know. Let's see. Stop mic and cam. No. I don't know how to even get it back on there. Oh shit. Hang on. Let's see. Leave studio. No, I'm gonna stay. Okay, I got to find out how to get that. Okay, here it is. Settings. Camera. Okay, integrated. No. Lumina. Yeah, no. Let's see. Lumina, yeah. What is going on here? Camera. Okay. Bootlegger, yeah. Well, that's all I run because I've had all kind of antennas. I've had the, when they first come out, I had the one looking like a beam, star gun. I spent like back in the 80s, early 80s, I spent over like $250 for the basic set that looked like a beam, you know. And they don't do anything. They don't, it's not any better than a regular antenna. What you're trying to do is get as much metal in the air as you can, right? Get it as high as you can. The height is good for you talking to other mobiles and other base stations. But you get all that metal in the air with a 102-inch whip and it's straight. And the coil, anytime you put a coil on something, that's a loss. Back in the day when you saw the Highway Patrol and all them, they didn't have any coils on their antennas. They had, they were like 30 megahertz. They were a little bit shorter than the 102. But some of them ran whips, some of them ran springs, and some didn't. But anyway, I've had them all, man. Black Al Capone's. I've had that, had the star gun, the whiskey still, the big one, not the light. I had the Monkey Maid. I had that one that other company came out with, K40 looking one like a Monkey Maid. Got the one that's got the two loops at the top, made by that company that makes the what kind of antennas? Lightning. Look at this, man. Eat me up, these little ads, man. Eat me up here. I gotta get out of there. Get out of there. I've had them all, man. Hey, Daisy Mae, how you doing? Where's Mud Bucket? Hey, Mud Bucket. Yeah, I'm just complaining. I had a hard day today with the people around here, bank and stuff, trying to get trying to deposit something. They didn't want to do it, I don't understand this here. Hello. There you go. It shows it right there. I keep unmuting it. Oh shit. Audio, okay. Oh, okay, I got you. No. It's got audio. Where's Ben at? Audio and video? I just can't see it. Hey, Ben-Hur. This thing's kicking my butt, man. Let's see. Hey, William Curtis. How's it going, man? You like it here, Daisy? I'm glad you come there. All right, let's see here what we got. Huh, weirdo. I'm gonna go ahead and see here. See, it don't want to do it. It's supposed to show that, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Can you see the radio? See, I can't see it. Ben-Hur and Deja May. Yeah. Can you see the video? Can you see the radio? I can't see it. I can see it over here, but I can't see it. I don't know where it is. It's down here. Okay, well, I'm going to have to just look at the little one here. Let's see. I can see the little one. Why isn't it up there? All right. I just can't see it on the big screen. This is the receiver. This is Harvey's special edition here to make it sound like a Brown and Ping. And this is the connection to go between the receiver and a transmitter. He made that for me. I didn't have the connection cable. Let's see what he did in here. He had to put another relay in here out of a sonar to get the ping to work.
I was 10 years old.
Damn, boy,
just
these
like
ads
this,
are killing me. Hang on.
when I first heard about my grandma Mim's cancer.
Let's
I didn't
see.
really understand.
Hey,
but
what's
I
up
knew
there?
the quiet way that people were looking
Mike,
at each other.
Mike.
This was not good.
Guess
But
what
then
day
she
it
entered
is?
the clinical trial. And we had hope.
Okay.
Those two words.
Let's get that in there for a while. I know these two right here were bouncing all around. I'm going to test them. Hump day, yeah. You gotta watch it. You can't stand it up on nothing. It'll fall down, you know. Okay. All right. Where's the tube tester? Where's Variac here? On. Let's see here. Navy Town, Monterey. All right. I grew up by the Navy Yard. I smoked my first cigarette when I was like 6 years old. A sailor threw it down on the street in front of my dad's TV shop because he was right in front of the Navy Yard gate. Next door was a bar. I didn't go in there. I think I may have went in there, but I never did drink anything. But that's where I grew up at. I was going to go. I did a lot of work in the Navy Yard, but I was going to get a job in there running a trolley crane. This guy was getting ready to retire, and he says, "Man, you got it. All you got to do is just put in your application." So I did, and then Jimmy Carter effed it up and closing the base down. So that messed that up. I'd had to go to Americus, Georgia to work. What town? Charleston. Where's Black Duck at? Oh, that's right. Black Duck, okay. Charleston, that's where I grew up at. All right, let me see what's going on with this thing here. Is this thing on? I don't feel like it's on. Yeah. Okay, it's on. All right. Got this tube here. Yeah, I got a lot of money in this radio right here. I don't have to send it back. They wanted $165 to ship this radio back from California on the mail. So, oh, hell no. $52 on UPS. But I'd made a mistake and put the wrong return label on there from one that I had made for something else from Harvey. And damn if they didn't send it back and didn't charge me nothing. This is the DEMCO satellite receiver. The transmitter's working fine. I'm just straightening out these pins on this tube here. These tubes are bouncing all around inside the radio. They didn't do that when I sent them. I had them completely covered with bubble wrap, each one individually wrapped, and then bubble wrap all around them. No way. When I got it back, there's just a little bit of bubble wrap in there, and when I seen that damn tube up against the back of that radio, I said, oh shit. McRae's and Taylor's. Yeah, I knew some Taylor Furniture Company, and I don't know about McRae. I'd have to look, We're talking about 1959 to 1968. That's when we left from down there, 1968. My dad got rid of the TV shop. But we had it from 59 to 68. And, I went to Shikora Graded School and Shikora High School, and then I went to Somerville High School after that. Moved up to Somerville, Jedburgh. Okay, this tube is a 6AQ5, okay. Six AQ5, 6CBA4. Can't see it. That's 6C. Can't remember nothing. 6-8, not B, 8. 8. Is that 8? Yeah. And 4. What the hell? That isn't right. 6C, 6C, 8A. Okay, 4 is the thing. Okay. That's A right there. Okay. Mim's place. How's it going? Yeah, I got CRS. Yeah. STD or whatever. I don't think I got any STD. I don't think so. I got lucky on that one. How I got lucky like that, I don't know. But anyway, I don't think I do. Hope the hell I don't. It's too late now anyway. Okay, we got it in there. Okay, we're going to go. We got to go right here. This has got to be a Foxman approved. We're going to go for grid emission. It's got to go over there. Is it on? Yeah. This is one of the tubes I was scared of. Okay, grid emission is good. Okay. Grid leakage is good. Short test. Let me calibrate that. What are you doing? What's Area 21? Area 21 is another name for a part of my radio show. It's Area 21 where the mad. Let's see. Here's a T-shirt here. "6 hours to midnight." Just kind of like a play on Area 52, but 21 is my number. Jed came up with that. Your grandma's sister married into the Taylor family. Oh, they own the Boone Hall. Okay. Well, the Taylor family that I knew, they had a furniture company in North Charleston. In the beginning, it wasn't actually North Charleston back then. I don't know what they called it. Charleston Heights. They had a TV. They had look at there, grid leakage. Is that good? Where the hell is grid leakage at? Wait a minute, that's good. All right, that's emission. Where the hell is emission at? Oh, it's good. Okay, well that near's good then. If you want to leave your link, put your link, and link. Put down your link. Is this number 3 or what? NRC, see? Mess up the picture, but I can't see unless things have to be right in there, See, these are bent because they went flying out, They don't have to be perfect, but oh, look at that down. Did I do that? Yeah. I don't know why I did that. Did I do that? Yeah. Damn. Bend the damn thing up, man. Okay. All right, let's see. Is that 3 or where's the thing at? Oh, here. All right, this one is a 6T8A. Weird. 6T8A. Don't even sound right. That's what it is. Sorry about that. I bumped the cord. I gotta do something with that. I mean, I don't, I'm gonna get an extension. All right, 6T8A. I'll probably have to send this back to Harvey. 6T8. Got a whole bunch of tests on that one. 6F6H3 on 3. Let's see. F 6 H not pointed right at it. All right. Okay, here we go. Got to be Foxman approved. It's got to go all the way over that way. See, it's done got my thing down there. Oh, shit. Hang on. There it is. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Let's see here. This thing here is bad. It must be bad. Emission is humming. Shorted out. Oh, shit. Grid leakage is bad. Okay. That's the bad tube right there. That's the bad tube right there. Okay, got to get one out of the other transmitter. I got a spare transmitter down here. I always try to have 3 of everything. In case one goes bad, I still have 2. All right, this is the receiver, not the transmitter. This one here, I have to put a new. I've got the decals for the front. I don't even have any tubes in there. There's no tubes in there. What did I do with them? Huh. Shit. Oh well, let's see. Why did I take the tubes out? Don't make sense. I gotta find a tube. That's all it is that tube is bad. Y'all still there? Can anybody hear me? Well, that's gonna have to be it for that project for tonight till I can find other tubes there. I've got tubes out in the garage in a tube caddy. I probably got about $1,000 worth of tubes. More than that. I got a lot of sweep tubes that I bought for $5 a piece about 20 years ago. Maybe more than that. Let's see what this. I got some tubes here, see? But I got tube caddies out there with tubes out the yin yang. But I have no idea what they are. I don't have a. This is a 6 BC8. And what is it? 6EA8. This is 6T8A. It says it's bad. Let's try it. I got to order one. I'm not going to go out there and look. I don't want to mess doing that. Hey, Zed. What's up there, Warren Scott and Zed's place? Zed, y'all subscribe to Zed. Zigzag Zed. Everybody put their link down. Let's see what this one is. Got it choking me here. Let's see what this one is. 6EA8. That's not what I need. See, it's got this cover on it, see? To keep it from bothering other stuff, radiating. I've got this one here. I know it's bad. Let's see how bad it is. Y'all put your link down so Zed can get you, and you get Zed and get Daisy and Warren and everybody. Me, la 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 la, me. Yeah, whatever. See, it's not even moving. Yeah. Okay, what's that? Grid leakage. Just short it out. Oh shit. That ain't gonna help me none. Okay, that one isn't any good. That must be a common tube or something. Let's see, I may have another one somewhere. Okay, that is no good. Make sure one more time. It's humming. It's humming. It's humming. I don't like it. See, bam, short it out. Short it out. All right, that's shorted out. Well, why are they going to short out like that? The same damn tube, I don't think. Maybe that's a bad design. I don't know. Just banging around. Well, I mean, you're talking about something that's 65 years old, you know. See, I have this other one here. This is the one I want to send off to get worked on. I don't want to take anything out of here. I don't think it's got it in there. Damn, that don't look like the one I had. No, that's that other one. That's the parts radio there. That's what that is. That's the parts radio. Yeah. Damn it. Right, let me look down here. See what this is. Alright, this is the one that I want to send off. 6. Got a bunch of 6 EA8s. 6. This is the one I'm going to send off to Harvey here. This is got the flush to talk lever. You can put it up that way and just key on the mic, you know, talk on it like a Vox, or just push down transmit, you know, but you got to have like a G stand or something, you know, that doesn't have relays and all that. I already checked all the tubes in here, and I put new capacitors in it where I could, but it still isn't working right. New capacitor there, new one there, 2 new ones there. It could be a resistor, but I'll send them to him and let him figure it out. I'll pack that up tomorrow, but that's not the tubes I want. They changed the tube design and sockets on a bunch of sweep tubes, okay. Where? In your amps? Yeah. I've got a bunch of 6 LQ6s, brand new, and 6 LF6s, brand new, and sleeves matched. I paid $5 a piece for them, like in 1980, when this company went out of business that was selling to, you know, wholesale electronics. And, okay, well, I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to get the other radio up here. I got to check its tubes. Make sure this damn thing isn't plugged in. No. Okay, so I got to see that one there. Somebody wrote on there like with a damn crayon, you know. Shit. This is the one I got to get that tube. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, I've had a couple of amps that we changed the sockets on them, but it's a lot of work. A lot of work to do that. Okay. Put that off. Look at that. Hold on. Get this big ass thing here. Ooh, shit. Ooh. All right. Got to open this up and get the hacking out of the tubes, you know. This is the DEMCO travel right, it's called. Ooh, shit. I'm going to clean it up. With some Windex and clean it all up, you know. I just got it the other day. See, I grew up on tubes. That's nothing new to me. You know, I used to play with them as soldiers and stuff when I was little. The tuners, the covers that went on the TV, tuners to change the channels. Those were the buildings, you know. Yeah. 6 LF6, yeah. 6AQ12, I don't know. Is that right? 6AQ12, never heard of it, but I'll have to look it up. Alan Price is the one that is my mentor on that. A lot of tubes in here. See, these are trying to come out. Gotta get them all pushed back in there. Shit. Oh shit, don't even have a light in there. Damn. I've got those balls. Number 47. I've got them. Worried about that. Somewhere I got them. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I grew up in a TV shop. I know all about it. I don't know all about it, but I know enough. I know a little bit about it, put it that way. 10 years around that stuff, And then let's see. I bumped the cord. That's what happened. Hang on. I bumped the cord again. Okay, we got that camera. Audio. Got audio. Okay. Let's see what I've got it here. Settings. I got already checked. Lumina camera. Okay. That's what I got, but it don't show it. It don't want to. There it is. Damn thing here. I don't like StreamYard. Should have audio and stream again. If I just bump this cord over here, I bump that. Bumquisha, it's gone. I got to do something about that. Super glue the damn thing in there and get an adapter or something. Put an adapter in there and super glue it in there. I don't know. How about it now? Can you see and hear me? Nobody can hear me. Nobody can see me. How about a mud bucket? Okay, I'm back. Okay. Anyway, yeah, all I got to do is bump that cord right there. Not too bad. These crystals look half corroded, but they're old, As long as that's still good. Need to clean them up, put them back in there. Clean all those sockets up. Got the wrong bulb in there. That's supposed to be a number 49. That's too big. I got them in a pack. What is that one? I've seen them before, but that's not the right. It's not the right one. Number 57. Supposed to be a 47. Too big. got these crystals over there. I don't know what they're for. One of them is a receive, channel 9 receive, but they're using this as your receive, the VFO right here. Here's your transmit side. What's up, custom screen printing? 880 Keystone, how's it going? I need you to call me sometime, and I want to talk to you about a couple of things. It's not an emergency. If you remember there, we had a conversation a while back about a certain person, and not to say anything. According to the person, I wasn't supposed to say anything. Anyway, I'm not going to say no more about it. I'll tell you on the phone. But I thought, what the hell is that all about, you know? All right, let's see. We're going to plug this thing in. Yes, sir. I'm going to plug this thing in. All right, I'm going to take this out. Got that out of there. Got to put this power supply. These right here take the 12 volts or whatever it puts out and pumps it up to whatever voltage it needs. This is actually a mobile radio, but with this power supply, turns into a base station. No, I was talking to 808 there, 880, I'm sorry. I don't know why I call him 808. 880 up there in the Keystone. Yes, sir, that's fine there, custom screen print. Yeah, anytime you want to call me, you know. All right, we're going to turn this down here to like 0. Plug it in. Daisy May, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, let's see what I got here. Make sure this is, okay, that's off. Turn it up. Oh, hell, I got it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens when I turn it on. This don't have much light. I don't see any light. Got a light there, but no light here. That don't mean nothing. But I got tubes lighting up. Give me a thumbs up there, Wayne, and share it out on the community tab. Okay, I appreciate it. See that bulb there getting ready to blow out, see? That bulb's getting ready to blow out. But this one is not working here. I know I got it plugged in. It's got to have power because that's got power. I'm going to leave it on about 80. Let's see. Little test antenna here. All right, where's the thing? Okay, here it is. I got to get an adapter for that so I got a dummy load, but I also want an antenna on there. Let's see. All right, let me shut this off. Getting on my nerves. This ain't hard to do. Come on, man. Shut up. Okay, there you go. Whew, hot in there. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's go up about 90. Get the hell shot down on me here. Watch out. Let's see. Get that damn thing in. Where's the squelch? Is that all the way? What is that? Uh-oh. 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 Got something there. Huh. How about that? I like that one better. All right, let's see. Where's my walkie-talkie at? I had my walkie-talkie in here. Catching it stuck all over the place. I need 3 rooms. That damn thing might talk, man. All right, where's the walkie-talkie at? Yes, sir. It's on. Now let's look at there. That came on. I guess it's a neon. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got to have a certain amount of voltage to fire that neon. That's a neon light. They call it a neon. It's not like the neon, with the gas in it or all like that. But all right, let me go get my walkie-talkie and see if I can hear myself on there. That'll be great. I had it in here, but I got a couple more walkie-talkies. I'll be right back. The window and backlit. Yeah, I know. There's no light bulb in there. That's what I was saying a while ago. There's no light bulb there. See? There's no bulb there. I got to get another 47. That's a 57. I got 47s that needs to be in there. But I don't, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done with it. But, I just now turned it on, I'm just glad it even comes on. Yeah. Light bulb is nothing. Well, if that's all it was, I'd be jumping up and down, I'll be right back. I gotta get my walkie-talkie. One of them is in here somewhere, but I'm gonna get another one. So, I don't know why I thought it was a problem. I can't remember. Okay, I gotta go get something else. Don't never underestimate me. There's the bulbs right there. I've been at this a long time, man. I ain't just started this, you know. Gonna give me a break. Be right there. Okay. I got a walkie-talkie to check it. If I can get in here. Damn. All right, let's see. Hey, Ken Carlock, how's it going? Sorry there, Ken Carlock. I went down to get a piece of chicken. I got hungry. We had Chinese food tonight, and I was hungry again, you know. All right, here's my walkie-talkie that I beat him in a walkie-talkie shootout contest with right here. The old realistic TRC 22222. Like in 11111, this is a 22222. It's got a high power and a low power on it. It's got an extra battery in there. Okay. Okay. Oh. Hello, 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 hello. Audio, hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Audio, hello. It doesn't quit working at all now. Not making. What channel is this on? We're on channel 11. 11, see? Yeah. Turn the volume down. Don't need to hear that. I don't know. Gotta find out what I need to. It's supposed to what position this isn't a plug and play radio. It's you got to have it in the right. Everything's got to be right on time there. All right. Was getting volume a while ago. All right, there it is. Supposed to be 11. Okay. Channel 9. Let's see, 9's right there. That's got to be it. Well, it works a little bit. I don't know. But I'll find out. Let's see. $483. Going to go to night. All right, there, Mud Bucket. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming in there. I don't know. Okay, well, part of it works anyway. Got a Got a lot of congestion. I got to go to the ENT, see what's going on, man. Let's see, they passed a hands-free law in Pennsylvania not letting folks except first responders and truckers working key down their radios. Got to go hands-free Bluetooth. Get you one of those sharpshooter mics. It looks like a pistol. Hold that down low on your leg. That's what a guy used to do around here. And worked great. He used to key on people so they couldn't tell it was him. He'd ride right on their bomb, you know. Okay, these are number 47, see? These are 47s. Old time, man. Let's see how that looks. Damn it, boy. You gotta watch out. Can't even touch the thing. Damn. Ridiculous. Hey, Ken Carlock. Okay, yeah, I was looking back on the new comments there in the comments. Okay, I see you in there. Yeah. I don't know. And these are Norman lamps. I don't know what these are. These are the same thing, I think. 47s. That's normally what all of them use. 47, see? Same thing. These are made by I don't know who made them. Weird. Doesn't say who made them. But those are GE there. I know they're good. These are good too. I mean, they're about 50 years old. At least. Got this from Des Moines, Iowa. Elmwood, Des Moines, Iowa. And what date? I don't know. All right, Catalyst, have a good one. I must have bought this in 04. All right, let's see what it looks like. Turn it down. That isn't working. Oh, there it is. Needs a socket clean. Okay, got both of them on now. See, both of them's on. We'll put this one in here. I can use it somewhere else. Hey, Slinger, I didn't see you. Sorry about that. I'm too busy messing with this thing here, trying to see what's going on. Good to see you in there. Still trying to eat this piece of chicken here. Yeah. Change banners here. Yeah, good to see everybody. I'm just glad the radio comes on, you know. It's only, there's your bright lights right there. That's your 120 right there. I guess you can see it. I can't see. No, that's it right there. Stupid StreamYard's got me down to one little picture down here. I don't know how to get it out of there. I'm not going to mess with it. I just wanted to use up some time on there. On the 20th, I got 20 hours again. You see, I didn't use 20 hours last time. Then I'll go to Restream and use some more. Then I'll go to, what's that other one? Prism. Go to Prism. There's no amount on it. You can stay on there forever. I think I found out how to switch cameras on there. I could do it on here. I could do it on here if I had another camera. I do have another camera. I could have it hooked up, you know. My son sent me remote microphones, little small microphones, like Bluetooth microphones for Father's Day. I haven't tried them yet. I want to hook this one up and start using it. That's my Blue Yeti. I got it on this boom right here, X-Tech, like Jed's got. Jed told me about this boom, and I got it a good deal on that boom there. But I want to get a video switcher. All right, where's the other thing of bulbs? What did I do? Okay, there it is. I got to watch where I put things at. Bad about that. All right, let's bring that back down. I did what I wanted to do. I got the tubes uncovered. And it works a little bit. It doesn't really have a good antenna. It's just got a little mobile antenna there. My mic for this is out in the radio room. I got to find out about these extra crystals right here, what they do. I don't know. I'm going to download the owner's manual on it off of CB Tricks. Or I've got this is in number 8, Sam's number 8. Torpedo Heat. What's up, Torpedo Heat? How's it going, man? eating a chicken leg, little bitty rotisserie chicken, you know. My wife mainly gets it for her little dog. It's 17 years old, and, you know, try to keep it going as long as we can. Did you work today, Torpedo? No, this is the wrong message here. Sorry about that. That's not the right message. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's it right there. Every one of these are different. You did. What did you do today, Torpedo? No way to polish that out. DEMCO's famous for having sorry chrome plating, you know. They didn't have good chrome plating. You fixed the pressure washer? Okay. Cool. Did it have a cat pump or that Italian weirdo pump, or what kind did they have? I got that Italian pump. I don't have the cat. Mine is close to 4,000 a minute gallons pressure or something like that per minute or whatever. I think it's got like a 10 horsepower. Westinghouse pump. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what they are. Popcorn, what's up? Excuse me. Everything I eat now, it seems like it goes in my lungs. You know, I got that flap don't close good. My mother had the same problem. Inherited that from her. All right, there. All right, Wayne, thanks for coming in. Custom screen printing. Hey, Squirrel, what's going on? Got to go to work in the AM, okay? 4:25. Aren't you up there in Maryland? I think. Wanted to check with, see if you knew about MAD, M-A-D Electronics. I've used him a couple of times. He seemed to do pretty good on Galaxies, you know. He's supposed to be the warranty for Galaxies. I sent him a Galaxy Saturn once. Did a good job. Oh, that's right. You're in North Carolina. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're in North Carolina. Okay, that's right. Yep. I wished I'd have known that, you know, if he was going to be around, I'd have stopped in real quick and said hello when I was up there at screwdriver up there. Yeah, he really helped me out on that. What is it? Zodiac. He just walked over there and picked up the transformer over there, and he said, "This is a little bit heavier than the one that you had." That's great, you know. Why would I want one that wasn't heavier? You know what I mean? Heavier is good. It gives it more headroom. It isn't just like, you know. So he put it in there, and he had to do some other stuff in there. He had to change some circuitry around, and I don't know what all he did. But it was great. I just wish he wasn't so friggin' old. I'd get him to build me a 3CX 3000 box. I don't want no two of them. That's too much. I really don't even want one of them. What I got is good enough. It's at the max of my gamma match, so I mean it can be. So, and I don't even ever run it. I just run the Taurus, Zodiac Taurus. That does fine for me. I run it, I use a JB12 on it. It depends on the radio. The older radios, you know, they just like wiggle around with the wattage, you know. Got to put a little bit more fire in the wire. I got to rebuilt that JB12. Alan Price rebuilt that one for me. And, you know, so I used that. I've got the JB200, but it's too much. I got a couple of them, more than one or two of them. That was my favorite amp, other than the Mako 75 with the the M2057 in it. I think I've got 3 of them. But the tubes got so expensive. The last one I bought was like in 1992. I think I paid over $90-something for that tube back then, and it wasn't any good. So I just put it up in the closet, and you know. But I'm thinking about trying to change it to 6LF6. Torpedo 8, I just bought a switching 12 volt 50 amp power supply. It weighs less than 3 pounds. Good. I've only got one to run that 2-pill HG 2879 box that 929 built out of New Jersey. I think it's like 100 amp. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. I've never even run that amp. I got to do it. I got to run that thing. I just have to have a combination of stuff, you know. Has it got a crowbar? Let's see. You know what? Let's see. I got that other radio out there. I got to pack up 2 radios. I might send that Johnson Messenger Whiteface to Harvey. I had wanted to clean it up, and I talked Skip on it. I got the video of it where I talked to Skip on the thing. It's got a Turner Plus 2. Foxman would be all over that, you know. I got a lot of Turner Plus 2s. They're not, you know, ain't no big deal. Okay, Ken, have a good one. Hey, Ken, on your hay or your grass, do you roll it up in a like a round thing, or do you do it like a square? I don't know which one would be better. It seemed like to me the round one would be good. You could use a forklift, or you could use a tractor with a pipe in the front, or whatever, anything, something with a pipe. You could lower it up and down and stick it in there and pick it up. But those bales, man, God, loading them by hand, no thank you. I could have probably done it in my late 20s or real early 30, maybe up to about 31 or 2. But after that, you can hang it up. I wouldn't, crowbar button on it. Okay. I don't know if that's crowbar. You're talking about like a breaker, or like a kind of like a automatic fuse, like a breaker. Put that up there and advertise that. Can you see it? I can't see. I'm having to look at that little bitty screen there. I can't see it. It has a smart pan. Have a good one, Ken. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock, after 11. Oh, man. I'll show you this old sonar. I've got the cover for the meter. This is sonar SWR bridge. I've got the sonar meter, like an S meter. Then I got this SWR meter. But the cover got knocked down over there. But this is probably from 1965. I've got several sonar radios. I got a bunch of them. FS23, Model G, Model F, Model E. I wanted to get the 40 channel, but they just want too much for it. I don't care about that. FS23 is good enough for me. It would jack up the voltage up to 14. That's good. Jack it up, man. Ain't gonna hurt it. I got so much stuff in here I got to straighten out. It's ridiculous. I got a couple things I need to send to Harvey, get him to take care of it for me. I think I've got another tube out there. I'll get that tomorrow. Yeah. 14.2, yeah. That little bit, 14.5, ain't gonna, it isn't gonna hurt anything. I used to run in my mobile when I had the Dave made in there. I had Dave made regulators. I had 2 of them. I had one Dave made regulator that would work 3 alternators, and then I had one Dave made regulator that would run 1 alternator. and I had one alternator for the truck. It was a 86 Chevrolet Silverado, and I had an engine built for it, 350, built by J. Nagy Street and Strip, but I blew up the transmission in it. It was 400, turbo 400 or something, whatever it was, but that was later. But had the Dave made 16 pill, the real Dave made, and Rock and Roll is the guy that worked for him, and he built those regulators for me, and I had them inside the truck, and I could turn the voltage up on those alternators to 20 volts if I wanted to. Of course, that was too high, but I'd run them on about 15 volts, and then I still got a Galaxy 44V. A lot of guys had that back in the day in their shootout mobiles. That's what they had. So I got one of them. When the Galaxies first come out, I bought that radio and a Galaxy Saturn. I still got them. Hitman. I don't know Dave. I know Hitman. I met him a bunch of times. He likes to cook fish. He's over there. My buddy, my technician, 515, Shoney. We used to tease him, Shoney the Butcher. Shoney Big Boy. He used to look like the damn Shoney Big Boy, He's big. And he's got a couple of things over there for me. He's got as a matter of fact, my 44 over there. He blew it up one time. We was in a shootout contest, me and him sitting side by side, and I unkeyed too quick, and he was still keying down, and he burned the damn radio up. So he rebuilt it, and it burned up the receive part of it. And that's been 30 years ago. And then finally, about, I guess, 3 or 4 months ago, I was using it on the base, and the final went out in it, which it's modified big time. That thing is modified. You wouldn't believe it. What's got in that radio? So he's got it over there. I got to go pick it up. He's got my Excalibur over there. It went out. And I had him do a pretty good bit of stuff to it. Put external meter jacks on it where I can run that Euro CB external meter like I run on my Galaxy Saturn. And then I got a JB2000 over there, which it isn't a JB2000 anymore. It's been modified and all kind of stuff. He's working on that. And I might take that Galaxy Saturn Turbo over there and get him to put the switch in it to cut the power down, because I can't run it into that Zodiac Taurus, it's too much for it. I just want to get it don't need it on high power like that. It's got two 2290s in it. Is rebuilt by MAD Electronics. And also I had another Galaxy Saturn, not the one that I got now. Oh, another one that I had. He rebuilt it because he was the warranty guy, but it wasn't under warranty. But he sent the parts back and everything that he put in it, and Ned Waite. I used to call him Dead Weight. Dead Weight. I knew his brother, his mom and dad. I used to go over there to his house. He's 50-something years old. I was like 20 years older than him. His dad's gone now and his mom's gone. Yeah, I used to go over there all the time. We used to play Fox and Hounds, and him and two or three other guys that was his friends. I knew them, but I mean, I wasn't, they were in West Ashley, and I was on James Island, which is, 10 miles away. But I made a Fox box, I called it. I had a Cobra 29 in it, the digital Cobra 29. I used to use that on my dashboard with no antenna on it, with a regular radio. And when we would go to try to find the the radio that was keyed down, if that radio went full bars on there, it was right there. I mean, you could get out and look around. It was right there. That's how they said, "Oh, you're cheating." So anyway, I built a Fox box, I called it. I took a 12 volt, like a motorcycle battery or whatever it was. I think it was a sealed battery. Put that in there. Put that Cobra 19 in there. I built the box out of wood, had a hinge top on it, and a piece of metal that folded out, and then a magnet mount antenna that sat on top of that, and had the microphone with a rubber band around it down in there. You just turn the radio on, it's keyed down. What channel it was on, I have no idea. But I found this place over there west of Ashley that was a bridge. I forget the name of the place. I know what it is. I just can't remember. Edgewater Park or something like that. But you were able to get up underneath the bridge. You could park on the side of the road and go down underneath there. And that's where I put it the last time that we used it. I put it up underneath there, and they couldn't find it for hell. Who is Dave's daddy? I don't know who Dave. Who is Dave? There, William. Dave. Oh, you're talking about Dave. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's 007's friend. I've talked to him a couple of times. He was going to build me a Dave made transmitter like 007's got, and like Mustang 131 has got. And this was like in 1990, I mean, in the late 90s. And he wanted $5,000 for that damn thing. I said, shit, no way. But that's what 007's got. RF Burns, he's up there in New Jersey. Good friend. We go to the shootouts together, or the, coffee breaks when I can, which I'm gonna have to go to some more now. But he goes all over the place, and does his interviews, and but 131 Mustang, he's a good friend too. They got these walkie-talkie like things that they talk on, instead of like cell phones. It only costs like $40, he said. But Dave, he's kind of a drama queen. And, so I had overvolted that 16 pill way back. And I wanted to buy some of those regular resistors. I wanted them all to look the same. It got so damn hot, it melted the solder, and the damn resistors fell down in the bottom. I got out there drinking when I used to drink. I got out there fighting with a guy on the radio, and I turned the damn thing, I guess, up to about 20 volts. And it was kicking ass, man. And I was driving it too much too. I had too big of a driver on it. I had the Galaxy 44V. I had a Mod V, Texas Star Mod V, and I had a Texas Star 4-pill, and all of them were jacked up, and it was just too much for that 16-pill. It worked good, but it got too hot because I had the voltage jacked up, and so that guy's dead now. That I was arguing with. And I went over there one day to 515s, and there his radio was, the Browning Mark II that used to be his. And I said, "Do you want to sell that?" He said, "Yeah, it don't work." I said, "Okay, sell it to me." So I bought it, sent it off, and got it. Now I have the whole complete thing. I got the Mark II transmitter, AM transmitter. I got the Mark II SSB transmitter. I got the thing you combine the two together with. I got the receiver. And what else? It's a train. It's the train, I got a video of it. Everything I tell, I got it. I got a video of it. I don't ever mention anything. I got too many people that don't believe me now. All I got to do is go back and look. I pull it up and say, okay, there it is. I'm not bragging about it. It's just my only hobby. If they don't know what, a 102-inch whip is, or if they don't know what a monkey made antenna is, don't get mad at me. I just prefer the 102-inch whip, and I really like the Black Al Capone. But what happened to it, the mount that I had on my pickup truck at the back and corner wasn't strong enough for that thing. And I was driving, it was 35 miles to my work that day. That's where I worked every day for 35 years, same place. And of course, I was hauling ass. I was doing like 70 to try to get down there. And somewhere between where I live at and down there, that damn antenna come off. And I can just imagine it being in somebody's windshields. I went back and looked for it and couldn't find it later. So when I got to work, I looked at the security camera. I said, "Oh shit, somebody stole my damn antenna." So I went back and looked, and I saw when I pulled in, it didn't have it on there. So I said, "Well, it's on the interstate somewhere." But what I got now is a heavy-duty beehive mount, and it's a Wilson beehive mount. It's not no cheap one. It's the Wilson beehive mount, and that'll just about hold anything. I've tried all the other ones, that heavy-duty, other kind. It's got problems. But the beehive mount, it's got such a big base on it that it'll take just about anything you put on there. Now, I haven't tried the star gun on there. Predator 10K, yeah. Yeah. What's that speaker? What's that up top there, speaker? I don't know. Yeah, the Predator 10K, yeah. That's going to outdo that Striker because, I don't, I used to use a Wilson 5000 sometimes, but they got problems getting water in there. And, the first one that I had on the 76 Chevrolet van was a K40, but I was only running a 150 watt linear, and I was running a GE mobile because see, I could modify them to get extra channels. They had a 02A in there, and I knew how to turn them up. I didn't turn up the wattage. I turned the modulation up, and I used a Turner Plus 3 hand mic. I still got it, and that was my favorite mic, man. And it's a beige mic. I got Turner Plus 2 mobile mics. I got the Turner Plus 3. I got a brand new one in a box that I got from a guy. Never even used it. The only thing is, it's got that damn 7-something volt thing. But you can go on YouTube, instead of putting all those hearing aid batteries in there, you can go get that dog collar battery and get it that way. Same thing, and it's got a little bit more. I don't know if you call it amperage or whatever in it, but it's actually better than the standard one that Duracell made, and it's a dog collar battery. There's popcorn. Yeah, that's popcorn. I didn't look at your name there. Popcorn. 7-foot skip shooter. Yeah. K40, yeah. Back in the day, they had, the Van Ordet. Everybody, a friend of mine had 2 Van Ordets, oil filled. They look cool, this is, you really can't have 2 antennas that close together. They're going to be directional and all that, So, but he had 2 Van Ordets on his truck. They look good. They look cool, man. He had them on either side of probably like a 1976 Ford F-150. Nice truck he had. He was an older guy, older than me back then. He's probably dead now, but that's what he had, and looked cool, with that oil-filled thing, and then. But what I was going after was they had this one antenna. I don't remember who made it. It was a full wave whip. It was a full wave. It had 4 wraps of wire on it, and I think it would handle, 700 or 800 watts. Of course, I didn't have that back then. I had just after that. Let's see, in 1990, I had gotten the 8-pill Texas Star, but back then I still had that other one that was the, I think, 150 or 200 or whatever it was, and had a plug-in remote control head on it, and it had a preamp. You had a separate little plug on there where you had this separate little preamp you plugged in, but I burned that up right away. They just burn up, Yeah. Yeah, that's what you was telling me about that B-board. Yeah. Um, I tried that. I don't remember. It's been so long ago. But the one that was Lonesome D, he just died a while back. He was like 80-something years old, man. I was on listening to him. He was talking to Motormouth Mall and Skip, and I could hear him. He was in the mountains in Colorado, and he had had that, I used to call him the rabbit ear man, and old Lonesome D 123. And I went, the last time I saw him was at the Mud Duck break last year, and he was in bad shape, and I made sure I spent a lot of time with him. He was a legend. He was a legend. But he had some kind of antenna on there with coils on it. I don't remember what he called it. It wasn't a skip shooter. It wasn't a monkey made. It was some kind of black coil antenna. He had them on there, and I tell you what, he could kick ass with that. I don't know. I don't remember what kind of amp he had, but he was out there putting base stations on hold in skip land. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about Avani. I had most everything Avani sold. I had the Moonraker 4. I had the AV 174. Like the Vector 4000. Matter of fact, I used to sell them. I think they were $80 a piece back then. And then I had the Avani Saturn, the vertical and horizontal. I love that antenna. Vertical and horizontal, like the Joe Gun pistol, but it was better than that. It didn't have a gamma match on it. It had a wire. It looked like a bigger V5000, but it had a copper wire run all the way around the ground radials on the outside, and then it had two extra radials coming out that those two connected to, with a space in between, and you had a switch box on it, just like you had on the Moonraker 4, and I had a oh shit, what do you call it? The small one. What's the small beam they had? I forgot what it is. What was that small 2-element that the Avani had? Anyway, I had a couple of them. They were okay for DX, but local they weren't that good. I got my ass kicked a bunch of times local with a guy that had a Moonraker 4, and I was running that Avani. Yeah. Let's see. I sent some to 21. Got him to send me your email, and I will send them to you. Okay. Popcorn got it right there. PDL2, yeah. The only thing about them is that big old hoopty thing, that the match thing, you got to put no locks. Back then, they didn't even know what the hell no locks was. And I swear to God, man, that stuff would corrode big time. Super scanner, yeah, that I had one of them that got from a guy, but I never put it up. But I had the switch box and everything, but they had a problem because they had too many exposed connections up there, and they had like RG6 coax, a small coax. You couldn't run no big power on them. Just normal barefoot, or maybe 50 watts, 100 watts maybe. I don't know what it was, but you couldn't run a whole lot on there. That relay box up there would get water in it and have a problem. They were good antennas as far as they would work for a while, but they would get corroded and get water in that box up there, I tell you what my dad had, and I still got it. It was called an antenna amplifier. The antenna specialist company made it. It was basically a linear amplifier. I don't know how many tubes it's got in it. It looked like a round tube with a top on it with like fins on it, and you mount it up underneath your ground plane. And what it was supposed to do, that it was supposed to take and compensate for the loss in your coax going from your base station up to the antenna, and it would build back up the output, and you had the jewel box, black box down there by your radio, and you flipped it on. It had a little jewel to come on. I still got it. Yeah, you couldn't run a lot of power on there. You know, and that other one they had. Now, I tell you, they did have an Avani ground plane. That thing was pretty good, but pretty good. It had that big old hoop in the middle, like they call it the top one now, but it was called the Astroplane. And the deal with that was, back then, you couldn't be like 20 foot over the top of something, whatever. And so they jacked that thing up to where it radiated right at the very, you could jack it up that top right there to 20 foot, and it would radiate right there, you know, and you'd have more coverage basically locally. But they made an Astro ground plane that had that same loop thing in the center. And that's pretty cool looking, you know. Yeah. 6 1/4 runs on a PDL2. I don't know. Let's see. Watt for watt, you can't beat a 5-foot fire stick. 2.58 waves. Tune up perfect. Well, how do you do that? You put one on there and you tune it, and then you put the other on there and you tune it, and then you try to tune both of them together. I don't know. A disc cone, yeah. That disc cone antenna, you know, that's a weird thing for scanner antenna, you know. That disc cone. He used to be a guy that lived in almost like a motel. And he had one over there down the road from me where I used to live. And I'd go by and look at it. Looked like a dunce hat, you know. But I think he was just a, you know, scanner. Well, let me cut off this, all these lights, and kind of get straightened out here where I can rest a little bit. Gotta unplug this. That's the power supply. Heavy little damn power supply. Big ass transformer in there. They made them good back then. Hard to find this power supply right here. It's a Fire Stick 2. Not 2 antennas. Oh, okay. I thought you was running the V thing. You said. I didn't know. I thought you were still talking about the V, PAL V thing. I got one of them somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but it's been a long time ago that I messed with that. Then I had this other one. I was making a dipole out of 2 like Fire Stick antennas. One was grounded and one wasn't. I was experimenting with that. set this down here. That's what I wanted, yeah. Co-phase wiring harness. Oh, okay, co-phase wiring harness. I got you. That's right. I got a brand new one of them somewhere. The co-phase. Gotta get my Ken car lock mic there. See? All right. Can't see the Ken car lock mic. There's the Ken car lock mic right there. This guy that made the on the air X-Bones, he's dead now. That's my on the air. I got the other part outside. I took that off to check it, but I got a couple of those on the air lights. He made X-Bone stuff. I got 2 radios he did. He invented the VFO thing his own self. I mean, he didn't invent it. He discovered it himself without anybody telling him how to do it. VFO wind-up. He put one on the Cobra 29 and a Cobra 25 night watch. He put a digital S meter, and it can be a regular S meter. You just have to switch it, and with a knob, the same or the switch or whatever. And he put the X-Bones modulator in there that drops the carrier, and you can adjust the power on it. It's not a variable. It's better than a variable power. It causes the modulation not to go over in the negative side. It's pretty damn loud. And he put the connection on the back where he made that big S meter for me. I connected to that so I could do video gates in the mobile. Check out that Fire Stick tune. No, the antenna will do that. Okay. I actually knew that guy, the Fire Stick guy, way back. I talked to him on the phone, and I got a signed picture of the Fire Stick girl with a fire engine. I don't remember what her name was. It's been like 1980. I don't remember what it is. It's somewhere. I have to find it. But I talked to him on the phone, and just I don't remember what I talked to him about. Couldn't tell you. I talked to a lot of them, like Dozy. I got him to sign my Dozy test center for me. He was selling it to Crystal. When I called over there and I was asking him to set my Dozy meter up like the Black Cat, what it would do, it'd take 6,000 watts, put a switch or 2 in it, and he was there. And I was asking him about it, and they said, yeah, he's right here. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, well, let me talk to him. And I talked to him, MLC Dozy. And I said, hey man, you're a legend, I said, I'd like for you to, you all to work on this meter, Dozy Test Center, and fix it up to where it'll take 6,000 watts where I can use it in my mobile, where I got a lot of headroom, can't blow it up. And he said, well, you better send it to me because I'm getting ready to sell this to Crystal whatever. I said, okay. So I said, if you would sign that inside of that meter. And I got a video of it where he signed the inside of it. And then the Gizmochi guy. Gizmochi, I didn't have the money, of course, but Gizmochi was old. He was an old guy, way back in the 50s, 60s, early 60s. They would sell the Gizmochi antenna, the beam, with a radio like a Johnson or whatever, is a package deal. And I talked to him on the phone, but I couldn't afford to buy the damn thing. So Mako bought it. The guy Mako, but Mako didn't buy it. The guy that bought from Mako bought it. I did business with Mako before he bought it, and Mako got busted by the FCC. And there's some lady there I talked to, but anyway, he bought it and combined. It moved from Memphis, Tennessee. That was Majestic Communication Company. That's the M2057. The M2057 for the Mako. That's where the M came from. GE made them for him. They weren't used in anything else. Check it out and find out. The M2057. M was for Mako, or Majestic. And John Boy worked there, the Tennessee Walker, Expert Electronics. You can call him and ask him what I'm saying. Said, did you ever work for Mako? Did you, used to build Makos for Majestic? If you go on his website, Majestic Expert Electronics, you'll see a bunch of Mako meters. Then he was building those POW boxes and different ones, but you could tell they were Mako designed. And then after they completely went out of business, he started building Tennessee Walkers. And the last thing I bought from him was a external speaker for a Cobra 2000. I think I paid $40 for it, but it wasn't him. It was this other guy, but I've actually met him and talked to him a couple of times at breaks and stuff. Pretty nice guy. Yeah, I know about Gump. Yeah, I know about him. I'm not even going to comment on that. But anyway, I thought it was pretty cool that this guy just figured it out for himself. I said, can you put a VFO windup in there? What is that? I said, you never heard of one? I said, there's a couple of videos on YouTube and stuff. So he went and looked at it and he made it, on there. And it's on the 29 and it's on the 25. I think it's on my Cobra. No. It's on my Galaxy 44V and it's on my Connex 3300 HP. He worked on all of them. And that Connex 3300 HP, that thing has got everything in it, man. I mean, it's jacked up any kind of way you can think of. It's been all over the United States, different people working on that thing. That's what I use in my truck. I talk on all the time. It'll outdo the 44V. It's got the same echo board, which I just keep it cut down a little bit. I don't do a bunch of echoing, just a little bit of kind of like brightness in the back, and it sounds real good. I've listened to it on different video gates, and that's the way I run it and the 44. But I got to get my 44 back from 515. Hey, Golden Gate. You doing okay? Yeah. Bubbla. Bubbla. And, yeah. You're a mensch. You're a Uber mensch. An Uber mensch. Not the kind of driver, but Uber mensch. Yeah. Yeah, I was able to hit Kentucky roll call the other night, and I was also able to get Truck when he was doing it. This other guy answered me, and but Truck was in there talking. Then he went away somewhere. But then I got this other guy that signed me in. And then I think the next night I was able to get the Kentucky roll call and talk to my friend Keith Pennington off of Facebook out there. And then I went on sideband, I think channel 35, and got on their roll call. So that was pretty good. Minch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. I tell everybody that I'm not Jewish. My father was, but my mother wasn't. But I am certified and circumcised. Okay. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, my dad was, but my mother wasn't. She was not a convertible. Shit. Well, I'm glad this damn crap over there in your home country is kind of dying down a little bit, you know. Yeah, Truck, yeah. I met him a bunch of times. He's a nice guy. Him and his wife. Yeah. He had that big ass amplifier up there at D-Rail when I went to Georgia and went over there to the Wolfman CB shop. It was hot as a bitch out there. On that parking lot, it was white granite. And oh my God, the sun was hitting that damn thing and reflecting. Gee, I had a canopy, and I had some sides on it. If I hadn't had that, I swear to God, I'd have been dead. That thing was radiating. You know, and I stayed in a hotel that night, and went back the next morning. Met a lot of guys at the Reverend Dr. 455, Superman out of Atlanta, D-Rail, D-Win, a bunch of guys from North Carolina, Megamind, Cracker. I don't even know how many people, man. I don't even remember how many. There was a bunch of them out there. But Truck had that big Terry 55 big ass amp. I think it was a 15,000 watt or something like that and the power supply was in the back of that trailer. It looked like it was about 4 foot wide, and I don't know how deep it was, and it looked like about 3 foot tall. He didn't bring that out. He had two different power heads out there, and then the guy had that 6 or 8 500Z armadillo box. Had a bunch of them out there. Kentucky Mall Dropper, okay. Let's see here. Abraham lineage through man Just line of David down to Jesse. Well, are you an Anunnaki or are you a Sephardic? Let's see, are you Sephardic? Are you a Anunnaki or whatever you call it? A Sephardic. I think you're Sephardic. You got to be Sephardic, man. Megamind hosts a prayer meeting Saturday night at Spartanburg. Yeah. Is that which one? Okay, yeah. Now, back in the day, you had Hermit, Georgia Cracker, and they were up there around Black Rock Mountain or something, Black Mountain or something up there, in 14. I got a couple of videos when I was able to get them, but I was running a shooting star with a vertical 68 feet high, and I've got a new antenna just like that. The other one, whenever I was letting the tower down one time, some buzzards had landed on it, and you Sephardic, okay, and bent the antennas up like a Joe gun on the front or a gizmachi, but it didn't hurt it. But I didn't like it, and I had a super penetrator that I had modified by taking and went inside and changed that wire in there to a bigger wire where it would take more, more amperage or more wattage. But they bent the hell out of them, man. I was up in the front, me and my little dog back then, and there was buzzards flying all over the place. Must have been about 30 of them. They're like, foo, 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 And I said, my God, a damn cow must have died back there somewhere. Let's go back there and see what it is. And I went back there and looked. They were all over my antennas. They had bent my damn antennas all up. They completely destroyed the super penetrator. One of them had bent it all the way down and was sitting on the X part that was upside down. He was sitting on that. So I went in there and I got my 22 rifle and I run their ass off, So what I got now, if they come back, I've got a piece of 1/2-inch conduit out there, and inside I've got a bottle rocket about the size of a nickel, and I'll drop that down there and it'll fly up there and explode right there by the antenna. And see, nobody can say anything. He said, well, you can't shoot those birds of prey. I said, I wasn't shooting them. I was just shooting on some fireworks, But I haven't seen them like that since then. And, I got now they did bend up the shockwave. They did bend it up. They bent the horizontal, ground radials on it. But when I took it back down and redid that, they hadn't been back and they haven't landed on my 6-element flat side yet. Knock on wood, But I want to put up, I've got a test antenna on about a 40-foot crank-up tower. I want to put that 4-element shooting star on there where I can have a vertical beam and try to get in that roll call up there with that. I should be able to hit them with that. Let's see what we got on here. Let's see here. I don't know if that's somebody sent me a text. I hate this damn thing. This thing, this tablet is a pain in the butt, man. Let me go to my cell phone. Here. Come on now. Let's see here. You have a lightning storm coming your way with some hail and wind if it doesn't miss you. They told me today that I do have I don't know. I don't want to say that. I'm sorry about that. I got to call him back, and a friend of mine, I don't want to mention it over the air. I read it, and before I looked at it, damn. Let me message him back. Let's see. There's 7 people in there. I'll be ready in this minute. I'm trying to send my friend a text message there. He's not doing good. Okay, let's send him a mail. All right, there, William. Have a good one. Have a good one, there, William. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get out of here too. It's after 12, and I was gonna call it a night, but somebody beat me to it. That's an old joke. But I just found out my friend's got cancer, and that's what happens. I guess I'm gonna head on out. 73s. I'm 10-7. All right, man. Have a good one. Bump, bump, and bump, and bump, bump. Okay, have a good one. Texting somebody else here now. All right, well, look here. I'm going to get out of here. There's 3 people watching, so I'm going to go ahead and get this banner right here just so YouTube can see it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I'll run that for a minute. It's provided by YouTube. They'll still try to do it. And then I got to show this one here. And y'all have a good night. Got to get out of here. Got a couple things I got to do. But I enjoyed y'all being here. And so wasn't that extravagant. Wasn't that interesting. But I did it anyway. Have a good one now. We'll see you.